Hello, friends, and welcome back to the new episode of r/IDontWorkHereLady, and our first story for today about the crazy lady from Home Depot, entitled Crazy Lady at the Home Depot. So I was at the Home Depot, getting supplies for a project I'm doing in my home. Don't ask what I'm doing, I haven't a clue, and regret even starting it because I barely know which way a hammer does the business with the nails. But if anything, this should give you an insight as to my level of expertise with handiwork. So I'm walking around looking for something to do the something, and this woman comes up to me. She looks at my shirt that could really easily be mistaken for something an employee would be wearing. It was a Cannibal Corpse t-shirt. Really does scream Home Depot employee, right? She looks me in my eyes and scoffs and makes a remark about my shirt, saying I shouldn't be wearing such filth while working in a family-friendly store. Then she demanded that I find her some hardware tools and supplies. I tell her I don't work here, and she says she doesn't care, that I should just do as she says because of some blah 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 I built the foundation that you walk upon bullcrap. I decide that I'm ready to go home. This is enough crazy for me, and as I turn, she grabs my shoulder and gives the, "Listen here, young man, don't walk away when I'm talking to you." Well, that does it. I'm steamed now. I can handle being talked down to, but you grab me? Oh no, 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 no. I look her right in the eye and tell her, I have to poop. And I bolt the F out of there, nearly running into people, get in my car and drive back home. This was last week. I have yet to leave the house since. The only thing these people understand is embarrassment. And our next story for today. Make it rain. So this happened to me very recently while at work. I didn't want to share the story as it's recent, but I've decided that I'm just going to change a few things. Story's too good. I don't want this memory to be lost in time, like tears in the rain. That's a Blade Runner reference. Best movie. I work in security. It's an easy job, real easy. However, sometimes things come along and you have to deal with them. Like naval personnel banging on the door thinking it's a ship who's really drunk. Now, most of it's homeless, drug addicts, or drunks. Easy stuff, usually no problem. The real issues are when the people I'm working with find it important to push their weight around. Cue Mr. BD. That's Mr. Big D. Now, BD and I don't have a lot of interaction. We don't really talk to one another. Considering the building I'm in charge of is well away from the rest of the company's security. Since that's the case, I have my own rules and guidelines. They were approved by my superiors for this specific building and for its environment. Now, the building I work in has a lot of artistic types. The place does commercials, ads, product placement. You get the idea. The head of marketing, we'll call him HM, he's in charge of everyone in that building. He talks to me on a very, very regular basis, comes to my office more than a few times a day to chat, smoke breaks, and all that. It's very friendly, very simple. Everyone knows the rules. I talk to them all like I've been around for years. It's a very wholesome place. So it's a normal day. Things are running fine. Half the workers in the building are gone doing an off-site shoot. I get a phone call telling me the custodial staff found lost money. I thought that's weird since no one stated they were missing any money. No problem, I'll deal with it personally. Now, when someone says they found lost money, I think they found it in a common area. You know, like in the bathroom, the lounge, a cafeteria, someplace like that. I get the custodial staff member to take me to where they located the missing money. He takes me to the highest floor and leads me to the office of, you guessed it, HM. He points to the desk. And all I can say is, how was it lost? The money he's talking about is a nice stack of hundreds on HM's desk. Now, the stack of hundreds are clearly fake. Not by how they look, but for the fact they have pink Chinese writing on them. It clearly states in Chinese that bills are used for training. It's used to teach Chinese bank tellers to count American money. HM uses the fake money to reward everyone. Once every 6 months, they get rid of all the stuff they can't use for further sets. They have a huge auction. The only thing you can use is the fake money. HM loves to say, "Make it rain." While he does the money shuffle, it's his favorite quote. He passes it out like it's candy. So I thank the custodial staff for showing me, but it wasn't a problem. I fill out the paperwork indicating the money was fake and no actual money was missing. I submit the paperwork. A few hours later, I get a call from BD. "Hello, this is OP. How can I help you?" "OP, your paperwork is aft. I'm looking at your report about the missing money. How do I know what you said's true?" How do I know you didn't just take it and claim it's fake? I clearly stated what happened in the report and what the mistake was. Not good enough. I have a report of stolen money. I can't let this be tossed to the side because you said so. You need to get pictures and submit them as well. It's kind of a hassle for me to do this, but it's not a big deal. I can see where he's coming from. Okay, just want to make it clear, no one reported money being stolen, nor was any money actually missing. No problem, though. I'll take the photos. But I promise you're going to laugh when you see the picture of the money. It's clearly fake. Who's in charge here? You or me? I tell him, well, I'm the supervisor of this building, if that's what you mean. No, OP, who's in charge of you? It's me. Do what I tell you. I don't want to hear you backtalk me. Listen, BD, I mean no disrespect. I already told you I'm going to take care of it. Thank you for your call. And I hang up. So I walk back to HM's desk, and it's eating away at me how he talked to me. We're a team and should respect one another. He called me a liar, then accused me of stealing, then claimed I was disrespecting him. Okay, maybe he's having a bad day. I haven't really talked to him much, so I let it go and proceed to take the photos. To be sure it's clear where it's located, I take photos of the money, desk, office, surrounding area, and direct hallway location, just so the report showed everything. I resubmit the paperwork with about 20 photos attached. There should be no question as to what the money was or what it was used for. I clearly state why HM has it to begin with. Hour later, I get another call. BD again. This report's still bad, but it's better. I don't believe this money's fake, and I want you to confiscate it. Turn it in for review. We don't do that here. This building has clear guidelines stating we don't confiscate and we don't look in people's bags when they come in. This building has different rules, approved by the CEO, HM, and the head of security. I can't do what you're asking me to do. First of all, OP, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Confiscate the bills, and if anyone else is seen with money, confiscate it as well. I don't believe the heads would agree to such an unsafe protocol. Now, at this point, I would make it clear that phone calls are recorded for better customer service. Everything he's saying is being recorded on his end and mine. It's silent on the phone for a few seconds while I think about this. Then I come up with an idea. Hello? Okay, to confirm what you're saying, you want me to go around and literally look into people's bags against Policy 50, then confiscate any fake money they have against Policy 51. Stop trying to trip me up with your BS. Do your damn job or I'll fire you. Is that clear? You got it, BD. BD hangs up. It's very clear to me this is going to go south real fast. I know I have to handle this perfectly or I could be fired. I write up an email explaining everything, even connect the report to it. I also clearly make statements about the conversation I had with BD, making it very visible the order he demanded I carry out, and copy the past of the policies it violates. I CC head of security and HM. This guy either has it out for me or doesn't understand the building and its rules. I'm not going to have him hang over my head like this, threatening my job because he doesn't want to understand. I know all I have to do is catch the right person and BD's screwed. I know the staff should be coming back soon from their shoot, so I go down to the front of the building, wait until I see a group coming back. I stop them at the front door, stating, "Excuse me, who is the leader of this group?" "I am." HM steps past some people. He looks at me with a confused look. "Something wrong?" I pull him aside and tell him the situation. All the while, he's waving people past him into the building. "What? Are you serious?" he says. "This is unacceptable. I've known you for 2 years. I'm not going to let this stand. Let me make some calls. Can you shoot me an email of that report, please?" "Already done." I smile at him. "Did you know I would react this way?" "I had a feeling you would in some way. After all, you like to make it rain." His face grows wide with a smile. "Make it rain!" He does the money shuffle and starts walking away. "Don't worry, OP," he says. "I like you too much to see you leave. I got this." So about an hour goes by. Then I get a call from HM. Apparently, BD claimed I never said the money was on HM's desk or that it was fake. He also said that I acted alone with no orders from him. BD completely denies threatening to fire me. I see. Well, it's a good thing I recorded my conversations with him. Wait, you record all your phone calls? If it's on one of the security phones like the one I'm on, yes. I see. Make it rain. Then he hangs up. Then he calls back a few seconds later and tells me to send him a file of the recording. He's going to have a conference call with the head of security. They've known each other since they were teenagers. The next day, I come into a surprisingly large number of emails, all about events and requests, the normal stuff. The very last email, though, was from the head of security, CC'd with HM. He apologized for having to deal with the situation, thanked me for compiling with BD until I was able to get things straightened out. BD had been terminated the day prior after the voice recording was listened to. I was also given full ability to run the building. The only person I had to answer to is head of security. Kind of a small promotion. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.